Hello, planner peeps, and welcome back to Plan with M. So what I'm doing today is a video that no one asked for, but I think it's super important, at least in the new year, and it is how I make my monthly budget sheet. So in the past, the Happy Planner released the Household Extension Pack, and it came with 3 or 6 of the little double-sided budget sheets where it would just help you calculate everything that you needed to save or budget for throughout the month. And then in November, I ran out of them. So I used it as a template and started recreating it on just a little bit sheet of Happy Notes. So what this means is that I get to save a little bit of extra money every month, or at least every couple of months, not having to go out and buy the entire budget kit or even spend any money at all on planner supplies to help me budget, which, seeing as craft supplies is the sort of most of what I spend my money on, is counterintuitive. So what you can see is that I'm just going dot by dot, grid by grid, measuring out where each of the little lines go. And I mean, everybody makes mistakes. It's what we have white pen for. And then when white pen doesn't work, we cover it up with label paper. You'll see that happens later. Yeah. But you'll also notice, or at least hopefully you'll notice, that in today's video, there is a little bit less of my head. So, however, there is more wobbling in the camera setup. So what I did was I set it up so every time I tried to lean my head in, I would hit the iPad with my head. Because I'm definitely, like, when I'm writing things, my nose is, like, on the paper. Also, this is the first appearance of my new favorite flannel shirt. Compliments of Naomi, who gave it to me rather than giving it to Goodwill. And I love it. It's so good. Yeah. So now, I'm a little bit happy, sort of, with this, because, so in January, right, you want to set up your year so that you have success. And the sort of 3 things that I've been doing so far this year, which, okay, admittedly, it's only been like 1 day, but it still counts, is that I have written out explicitly the money that I put into savings, where it's going. So I have 2 weddings that I need to save for. One of them I'm in the wedding, so I have to buy like a bridesmaid's dress, which I already bought. It's in the budget. Check mark. But for both of the weddings, I'm gonna have to fly there. For one, I have to get a hotel, and so I'm gonna need some money in the bank for that. That way I don't have to, like, pull that out of what I get paid, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to eat. My cats would eat, but I would not eat. And then, just having sort of a general fund, because I know that, I drive an old car. I know that I need to get a new car battery. Eventually, I hope to, maybe have a new car, or at least a car that's not old enough to vote. It's a pretty low bar, but I think that this has really helped me, sort of doing this budgeting system. Over the last year, I saved up about $3,000, as well as paying off over $2,000 worth of credit card debt. So this is something that's really helped me, and you can see there, it's just, I put the line in the wrong place and it bugged me, so I went through and did it again. But you can just sort of see how easy this system is to just set up yourself. I mean, I 100%, I love stickers, I love colors, I love basically everything that the Happy Planner does, but I also need to love my wallet, at least this year. And so, all that I'm doing is I'm writing down what I'm projecting that I'm going to spend, what I actually spent, and the difference between them. And sometimes I don't even fill out the difference column, but it's nice to have, right, to know that you were like, oh, okay, cool, so I was $50 under budget in groceries, and $200 over budget in dining out, you know? It sort of helps me realize the categories that I need to focus my not spending on. So for me, dining out and crafts are definitely the big two areas, though last month, just sort of extraneous shopping, which isn't even necessarily like buying clothes, it's like buying toilet paper that I just, forgot to put in the budget. And so that's a big sort of area for me. And what makes this fun, at least for me, is that I get to just color in with Mildliner all of the little headers, and I choose a different color for every month. So January, it's kind of like this frosty, icy blue color, steely blue. It's like Zoolander, right? Blue steel, it turns its head. If you get that reference, you probably made the face that I did. This is radio podcasting right now, not visual, so it doesn't really translate as well across mediums, but whatever. I've also learned right now that like doing hand lettering while hitting my head on the iPad, it does not like make for a good letter. At the top, it's just a little bit sloppy, as you'll see, but it's not the end of the world, right? This isn't a handwriting page, this is a budget page. It doesn't matter how my hand lettering is, so long as my budget is on fleek. Do people still say on fleek? I don't even know anymore. If you have any like new hip slang, leave it in the comments, because right now, I'm old. I mean, I'm not old, I'm 26, but I sit in a computer lab all day, so I don't really know all the hip slang. And on the back of this tracker, what I'm doing is I just make a list of every thing that I spend money on, basically, unless it's one of those items like rent, where I know it's going to be the same amount every month, then I'll just put it on the front page. And my goal generally is to sort of not go over this page. And it's so easy to make. Like literally, I didn't even like count the dots for the most part. And then on the top, we just use white pen and sort of write in what it is, the date, the amount, the category, etc. But it's super easy. I hope this video has helped you, sort of think about your budget more, and I hope that you'll subscribe to see more from me. Bye!